Hi YouTube, it's Linda. Welcome back to my kitchen. It's been a little bit. I've been so busy with work and everything, and made a couple videos and managed to delete the whole thing because I thought it was going to load properly on my computer and it didn't, so it's okay. I decided I wanted to make my own garlic powder. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I have had experiences lately where the garlic powder doesn't taste like garlic, or it's really weak. And at first I thought, it was my taste buds changing or something, but I don't think that's the case. So I'm going to try doing my own garlic powder, and a friend of mine, bless her heart, gave me this KitchenAid mixer that it's an older one, but I mean, what a blessing it's going to be to this household, because I do a lot of dough, pizza dough, pasta, bread, all that, and I've done it for years all by hand, so it's really going to be a neat thing. And I went and bought, with a 30% off coupon, bought a slicing attachment. And I had peeled all this garlic, and I thought, oh, I don't want to slice it all, so I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to dehydrate it, and then I'm going to turn it into powder. So I'm going to take you along for the ride. Anyways, let's see. We'll see how this works here. Check that out. Of course, some of it's falling in the hole. Just slicing it up nice and thin. Wow. Smells like garlic. Still trying to get used to the contraption. It's quite the machine. So that sliced this for me nice and thin so I can spread it out on this dehydrating rack. Usually, and I will peel some more garlic because I know this is going to work just fine. As long as you get it thin enough that it can dehydrate well, and you can put it through a grain mill or old coffee grinder is what I use for all my herbs and stuff. And yay, how exciting. And look how fast that was. That would have taken me an hour to slice up all that garlic. And it wouldn't have been even, and it would have been frustrating, and I wouldn't want to do it again. So, that being said, I think this is a pretty neat deal. It's just got a hopper up here that you load it. You just attach it to the front of that thing. You got a hopper up here, and it slices it here. It's got other attachments, like this one, and a larger wavy slice. So you could do like carrots, and then a wider, thicker slice also. So I'm excited. I'm going to get this on the dehydrator, and I'll bring you back for the results, and we'll grind it up together. Alright YouTube, Linda. And I'm going to make egg noodles. I have an overabundance of eggs, and so I want to make sure that I use them. This is a way to preserve them because you can dry pasta. And so I'm going to make egg noodles and dry them for future use. I usually make them, when I make a batch of soup, I make egg noodles. And I put them right in my soup after I let them dry just an hour or so. Sometimes they go in right away, but I thought, I'll just make the egg noodles and dry them, and that way I get some of my eggs used up. So I'm going to use the handy dandy. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyways, what I have in here is 2 cups of flour, and this is a double batch for what I usually do. I have 2 cups of flour. I'm going to use 2 eggs. These are going to be garlic flavored, so I like to do flavored. I've got some salt there. You need about a teaspoon for a double batch. And then I want a little bit of olive oil, and I'm using garlic flavored or garlic infused olive oil. About a tablespoon of that, maybe. And then I'm gonna need 2 eggs. I'm so excited. And these are fresh from my chickens. Look how pretty that yolk is. I don't know if you can see, but it's really dark orange. It's just really nice. 'Cause. And, I'm going to need 2 eggs. I'm so excited. And these are fresh from my chickens. I don't know if you can see, but it's really dark orange. It's just really nice. And, 'cause. And, 2 eggs. 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 I'm excited. This machine gets to do all my work except roll it out. I like to roll out egg noodles, so I'm okay with that. Ooh, that was a nice orange one too. And my chickens get fresh fruit or vegetables every day. I buy, when stuff goes on sale, like today I got pears, and somebody's going to give me a bunch of pears, so they're going to taste like pears, I'm sure, if I have chicken soup anytime soon. But I bought pears for 29 cents a pound at the store, Bartlett's, and then a friend of mine has a bumper crop, and she doesn't do anything like this, so she's going to give them to me, and I'm going to make sure that they go to good use. I want to make some pear butter and put up some pears, and maybe, I don't know what else I can do with pears, but I'm going to try to do everything I can with them and get them put away. So now I need some milk. And I don't readily keep milk on hand because we don't drink a lot of milk. My husband drinks, or doesn't drink, but he has almond milk or soy milk over his cereal in the morning. And I just don't. So I'm going to use buttermilk because I don't think it's going to make a bit of difference. And it's only a couple tablespoons. So we'll just put that in there and check and see. And I'm thinking I really want this of rich egg batter. I might even put one more egg, but I'll let you know. I'm going to pull them in. Okay, I'm back. Now, I mixed all the pasta dough, and I did add another egg. So there's 3 eggs total in here. And got it to a nice sticky dough consistency. I mean, I think we're all in agreement. If you make pasta at all, that you can always add flour to it. But I wanted to get this nice workable dough. If you get it too dry, you aren't going to be able to work it at all. So I'm going to roll it out because I'm not afraid to roll it out. And I didn't have to work. I let it rest. Hopefully I've let it rest long enough because it's starting to shrink back. So I don't know. It might not be. I might have to let it rest a little longer. Because that's a surefire clue that you did. No, it's coming out okay. So make sure I've got enough flour on the clean granite. And yes, my granite is clean. I just wiped them down. I work on this surface so much it has to be spotless, or I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to roll this out. I don't care if it's perfectly square, if it's perfectly round. I'm not that picky about stuff, but I do want to roll it out to a nice thin pasta. We are going to have this pasta tonight, and then I'm going to dehydrate the rest. I have some leftover pasta sauce, and I thought, you know, I don't know what I want to do with it. And I thought, ooh, I'll do some egg noodles. Now I could do buttered egg noodles too. The rest of these, though, are going to go on the dehydrator. So I'm going to grab some dehydrator trays so I can load them up as I go. And then I get my pizza cutter out. Okay? Maybe I get my pizza cutter out. Or I could use a pastry wheel. Just a little pizza cutter. I don't know where my big one is. That's weird. No worries. Got a little one. And so I want my dough. The first ones can be ugly. I don't care. I'll throw them back in for that. And I just go along and cut them. Now, you could roll this all up in one big wheel and cut them too. I just want this to be as easy as possible. So my girlfriend gave me this recipe and I have used it ever since. This dough here, oh, look how nice that is. Nice that is. This dough actually freezes very well in soup. So I can make chicken noodle soup, make an abundance, and freeze it if I want to. And most pastas fall apart, but because of the egg factor, they hold together, and it's just a fabulous way to have soup. I don't like soup frozen as well as I like soup canned. So I am going to try and see if this holds up to the canning process, because 90 minutes or 75 minutes in a pressure canner could make some noodles fall apart. I don't know. But you know what? Let's see, Progresso and who else does it? Campbell's. Everybody has pasta in their soup. So I'm saying, Linda, I think you can do it. This made like 3.5 trays of pasta that I'm going to put out on the dehydrator. So, honest and truly, this is enough for 2 big pots of soup, or, whoops, sorry, or maybe, you know, I mean, tonight we would only use 1 tray, so about almost 4 meals, really. This is going to cook up really nice, but I want to dry it a little bit. It'll speed it up. Usually I dry it out in just the open air for dinner or for soup for a couple hours, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out on the dehydrator so we can have our pasta sauce over it tonight. And there's garlic on the dehydrator, so it will infuse even more garlic into this pasta. It's the next morning, and I had the pasta probably wouldn't have had to dry out all night. It probably would have dried in a few hours, but I had it on a pretty low setting. I wasn't trying to cook anything, I just wanted to dry it out. And so I'll just break this up and it'll be ready for soups whenever we are. It came out so delicious. We had some fresh last night, and so I'll be doing that again. And then on the bottom rack here is my dried garlic, and it dried out fabulous. It smells amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna here. This garlic is amazing. I've already done one. I'm doing it in batches, just so I get a really nice fine grind on it. And this is a coffee grinder. I've just dedicated it to spices. I quite often grind cracked pepper. And then I've got you can buy these, or you can just save an old spice jar. This one I happen to have bought for something else, and it'll be perfect for my garlic powder. So what I did is I get it off the dehydrator rack. I use wax paper quite often for that to get it onto. It's just easier to manage stuff. Pour it in there. Yeah, we'll do the whole thing this time. We'll see how that works. And then, I love these things. And then you just whiz it around until, you know, you stop hearing the chunks and it sounds more like a fine powder. So that's what I want, is garlic powder. Almost sounds like I need a new one. This thing's about 15 years old. So I've kind of abused it. Let's see, I'll take the lid off and see. Oh yeah, we got powder. Ooh, baby. That powder is so fine it wants to float. So hopefully I didn't fill it too much. There we go. Perfect. Look how nice that is. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. This was a fun, easy way to make your own garlic powder. And I bet it tastes like garlic, because I'm telling you, I haven't. So it was a bowl full of about, I guess it was about a cup of garlic, and that's what it dehydrated down into. I really want to taste it. So. Oh wow. Now that's garlic powder. At its best. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, I hope this inspires you to try something new, something different, something maybe you didn't think about before, and be a little more self-sufficient and self-sustaining. This is what you can do with your garlic, so it doesn't go bad. It's dehydrated. It'll keep a very, very long time. And if you put this in the freezer, it'll even stay fresher. But we use so much of it, it won't last long, and I'm going to do another batch of it now that I know that it worked. Okay, you guys, see you next time. Thanks, YouTube, and God bless.